back to my channel. My name is Tara Zoppla. I am a board certified lactation consultant and a mother of 6. So today I want to talk about a subject that is very near and dear to my heart, and it is something that I feel pretty passionate about. And the topic is lactation after loss. In June of 2019, I lost my little boy Benedict at 20 weeks gestation to stillbirth. So if this is something that you're going through right now, my heart goes out to you, and there are many women that have gone through this before you. So after I lost Benedict, I did go through the process of, ending the breast milk production. And I remember, learning about this in my lactation studies. But then when I went through it, it was a whole different experience. And so, during my grieving process, I ended up creating a brochure for providers and hospitals to give to moms. And, I just wanted to help other moms to understand the process. And so this is what it looks like. If you are a provider, like a doctor or a nurse, and you feel like this is something that you want your facility to carry, I will leave my business email in the description box below. So before we begin, I want to read a quote that is in the brochure. It is from Washington Irving. It says, "There is a sacredness in tears. They are not the mark of weakness, but of power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues. They are the messengers of overwhelming grief, of deep contrition, and of unspeakable love." So I just, I thought that was a perfect quote to put in this brochure. And so I want to talk to you guys about some of the emotional parts and also the clinical management aspects. Many women are surprised when they hear that your body starts actually making milk when you're about 16 weeks pregnant. So it's pretty early on. I've heard a lot of women say that after the loss of a baby, it almost kind of catches women off guard. They're going through this deep grief, and then they realize that their body is having the hormonal reaction, and everything's going into place to produce milk. But when the baby is gone and your milk starts filling up, it can be a whole different dimension, because your baby's gone and your breasts are aching and they're leaking milk. So I once heard it being called white tears, and I thought that was a very beautiful thing, a very honoring thing to what's happening. So typically the milk is going to come in 1 to 4 or 5 days after delivery. Most women choose to suppress and end the lactation cycle. Some moms also choose to pump and donate their milk to help other babies. If you are interested in pumping and donation, I will leave a website right here to check out in regards to donating to a milk bank. If you are wanting to stop the lactation process, stop the milk, then here are a few things to keep in mind. So you definitely want to be staying in contact with your midwife, your OBGYN, your providers while this is happening. So the goal is, as the milk is coming in, you are wanting to pump to comfort or hand express to comfort just enough milk to where it's not feeling overwhelming and engorged. You don't want to pump too much, because then your body's going to get the message to keep making more milk. Another thing is to try to avoid stimulation to the nipples. Even in the shower, kind of turning away from the water spray is going to help the nipples. Even in the shower, kind of turning away from the water spray is going to help. Wearing a supportive sports bra. So back a long time ago, there was the concept of tight binding in these situations, and it actually is more troublesome. It causes more problems. So don't do tight binding, but wearing a firm, supportive sports bra is going to help the process. Another thing to do is to apply cool compresses or chilled cabbage leaves into the bra, and so you're just kind of surrounding the breast with that cool, and you can also alternate with some heat, be careful not to make it too hot, but like warmth on the breast before you do the pumping. So before you do the pumping, it could be helpful to massage the breast gently, and that will help the milk to flow out. You could also consider talking with your healthcare provider about getting on an anti-inflammatory such as ibuprofen. So definitely talk with your provider about that, but this could help the process. Another thing that you could try, if you can handle these herbs, is drinking strongly brewed peppermint or sage tea. These are herbs that are sometimes well known to kind of suppress lactation. If at any time during this process you notice any red spots, any streaking, fevers, excessive pain, make sure you reach out to your healthcare provider, because this could be an indication of some plugged ducts or the start of mastitis. So definitely stay in contact with them. You should start to see a gradual decrease of the fullness and the milk in your breasts as time goes on. It varies depending woman to woman, but you should see that kind of a pattern. During this time, you should take self-care super importantly, because you're going through so much right now, and it's a season. Sometimes it can feel like you're just in this fog and trying to process everything. So as much as you can, try to make sure you're getting good nutrition, getting enough rest, reaching out to people around you for support. Another piece that I want to add in is that I found this beautiful website called nationalshare.org. And so this is a place that you can reach out to other moms who have experienced loss. If you already have a fully established milk supply, like your baby is older when the baby dies, then go ahead and just be pumping and just kind of gradually taper it down. Consider saving some of your milk and making it into the Breastmilk jewelry or the mementos. If you go to etsy.com, there's plenty of people that do this. And this is one thing that I didn't do and I wish I had, was saving some of Benedict's milk to make into like a keepsake. So thank you so much for watching, and my heart goes out to you if you have lost your baby. And there's others, thousands and millions of moms who have been through this. So you are not alone. And I wanted to say that I'm sorry this happened. So I'm going to leave a card right after this video that has the basics printed out. So feel free to screenshot that and save it on your phone, because there's a lot going on right now, and it can just help to have the basics in mind. So stay in contact with your healthcare providers and surround yourself with people that you love, and remember to take care of yourself. All right. Thank you for watching.